This is the new 3D printer bias. Every solution is 3D printing. Always check price, time required, and final result before printing something. Final result is the master component. It has to be better, and by far. For anything with similar result, go cheaper, faster. This is a response that I got from one of the Reddit users about this post that I made on Reddit of this green leaf. It's a Monstera plant. That's the official name for the plant. I have it all around the house, and this room itself had nothing decorated for the 2-3 years that I've been here. So I thought, hey, I have a 3D printer, let me make something cool, you know. I thought it was cool, you know.
What are you, like 12 or something?
Okay, listen. Please sit down. Right, I thought it was cool, so, you know, I don't know. Maybe my imagination is a little bit of childish, but the only thing that's childish here is thinking a receding hairline can be fixed with a magic potion. I'm personally happy with this project, and in today's video we're gonna look at how I managed to achieve this, right? I'm not going to spend 3 days working on a project and just throw it out. You know, there's a reason why there's a thumbs up and thumbs down button on the video, so that, you know, people can express how they feel about the video and either like it or not. So I'm just going to now at this point guide you step by step what it took me to create this giant leaf. But before we continue, I gotta say big thank you to today's sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is currently celebrating their 10 years as a company. They offer services such as custom printed circuit boards, but my personal favorite is they have the availability to 3D print your models using material that may not be so easily available to you, such as aluminum or polycarbonate. With their 10-year anniversary as a company, there's lots of coupons that you can use to redeem during your purchase. Also, if you use my code found in the description or on the screen now, you can get another $5 off. You can find all of this info down below. So what you're seeing here right now is me pulling up an image that I got from my plant and essentially removing the background and exporting it as a PNG file, uploading it to Matter Control, and you get this 3D image. Once you export a 3D image as a STL file, I opened up Blender and then scaled up the model about 10 times, 20 times the size of the original. Now, because the leaf is so giant, I had to find a way to cut it up. So I made 200mm squared cubes that were used with a Boolean effect found on Blender to cut up the entire model into tiny pieces, which I then exported out and began printing. It took a really long time to do. Now, you're probably going to say the exact same thing as the person on the Reddit post mentioned, that there's easier ways to have done this. And I do believe that, yes. Halfway through the printing process, I was like, maybe I should just take some piece of paper and, you know, like glue it onto the wall, or, yeah, I mean, of course, that thing that did cross my mind. Now, if I were to do something like this again, it's probably going to be on a smaller scale. You know, the whole purpose of 3D printing is to give you that whole 3D aspect, so printing thin sheets like that could have been easily created using, you know, a piece of paper. But the project was already halfway through, and I wasn't going to stop there. I was just going to continue and finish it off. Alright, let's continue with the process. So, as you can see, I printed over 80 labels, as there was 80 pieces that were supposed to be put on the wall. I will be making this STL free for download. It's going to be available on Thingiverse, Maker World, Printables, Cults 3D, pretty much all the places you can imagine where you download your STL files. Now, you might see this green leaf off color. here's the reason why. So somehow, some way, I run out of filament, and I am missing this block right here. I think I'm gonna just paint it green by printing a white panel, and then I just paint it, right? I think that's gonna work. Worst case, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna paint it. Well, now you know the reason why the green leaf is off color is because I ran out of filament. Unfortunate, but poor planning on my part. That's why when you do download this file, make sure scale it down. Experiment. Do not print such a big leaf, right? Well, since we're now nearing the end of the project, I did decide to add some LED lighting just to make it somewhat, better looking. I mean, you tell me, tell me in the comments if you prefer the leaf without the lighting or with the lighting. You can always turn the lighting off and just have it be the way it is, and yeah, anyway, you let me know. Well, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment what you think of the actual project. Again, big thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.